Welcome back. Let's watch the mural celebration in historic Filipinotown that happened this past weekend.
It was a double birthday celebration like no other.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
With dancers dancing feverishly, lifting dust up from the ground. And as always, a copious amount of Filipino food for everyone. It was a party only Pinoys can throw. On Saturday, October 24, marked two remarkable milestones in Filipino American history. First, it's the 20th anniversary of Gintong Kasaysayan, Gintong Pamana, recognized as the largest and perhaps the most celebrated Filipino American mural in the nation. Painted by muralist Eliseo Silva in 1995, it lives in the heart of historic Filipinotown at Unidad Park. It spans 25 feet tall by 145 feet wide and depicts notable Filipino and Filipino American figures such as Jose Rizal, Carlos Bolosan, Lapu-Lapu, Larry Itliong, Philip Veracruz, and more.
I like the manunggul jar because the manunggul jar on the left side in the early part represents our ancestors. And these days, I'm very much into ancestors, mga ninuno, and the mana, the energy, the spiritual energy that comes from people that have lived before us. And so that, to me, is tying into the essential Filipino kapwa, pagkikipagkapwa, Albert. And that's what I think is important for our community to be stronger in the future, is operate within that sense of pagkapwa.
And speaking of Larry Itliong, that day also marked the beloved Filipino American leader's 102nd birthday. His daughter, Sandra Itliong, traveled all the way from Virginia to celebrate his birthday with our community.
I am so overwhelmed by everything that's going on. It's nice for us to have a month to celebrate our heritage, and it's especially nice to know that this mural's been up here for 20 years, but it is also the weekend of my father's 102nd birthday.
Younger Phil-Am say celebrations like this are important to them to not only understand more about themselves, but also their history.
Well, now I know that along with Cesar Chavez, Larry Itliong fought along with them for our civil rights as Filipino Americans. And I feel that's very important for me as a Filipino artist to know that and have that as my foundation.
Because just the generation is always changing, and it's up to us to pick up the pieces that's been forgotten and really spread it out. We don't have it within the general education, therefore we have to really search and really bring back and grow and nurture for the younger kids and the future generation.
But they also have worries about how the legacy of our forefathers are being transmitted.
I feel like if we were to move this mural to a more public place, probably somewhere that's not in the middle of a street, it would probably be the best way to gain more attraction to this mural.
Despite concerns, leaders like Cerritos Mayor Mark Polito says we have a bright future ahead of us.
My hope is that they'll do us one better, okay? Because I believe that each successive generation that dedicated itself to understanding its history, they were able to discover their mission and fulfill it. It is our generation that helped fulfill this moment. Now, the young people who are here, who are witnessing this, who are sharing in this powerful moment, my hope is that they will do us one better and to leave the community even better when they found it.
How long have I been around Filipinotown? Since the 80s, since I was a student at UCLA. So that's about 33 years now, Albert. And we've seen it grow. We've seen it. It's not historic because we are here and then we left. We have left. The Filipino immigrants have gone to different places, parts of LA County, but we've remained. We have the most community assets here in historic Filipinotown, like this Unidad Park, which I think we should call Ugnayan Park. We have many of our CBOs, FASG, SIPA, Filipino Worker Center. We have many nonprofits that are doing work. We have all these residents. We have wonderful generations of youth, families, and businesses. So we're still here as well.
When you're a child, you never know what your parents are doing. You're just hanging out with them, but lo and behold, he was doing such a wonderful movement for his people and thinking about my future. You know, where was my, you know, he probably thought, what is my daughter going to be doing when she grows up? Is she going to have to be out here? No. He paved the way. He made it possible for us to want more, to achieve more.
Albert Bataclan, Kababayan Today.
Thanks so much to everyone who participated in the celebration for Filipino American History.